We'll get yours today.
Rodney Lyons, remember the name? This kid from the heart of Las Vegas is the real deal. He's not gambling his way to the top, no sir. Rodney's hustle is all about creating killer content and his game, live streaming. He started small, just a dude with a phone and a story to tell. Now he's got a loyal following, thousands strong, hanging on his every word. Why? Passion, authenticity. Rodney gives a damn about his fans, and it shows. Rodney's journey wasn't all blackjack wins and flashing lights. He put in the work day in and day out, grinding, hustling, learning the game. He knew what he loved, connecting with people, making them laugh, sharing his world. Live streaming was the perfect outlet, raw, unfiltered, real. Just like Rodney, he's living proof that with hard work and a genuine connection, you can build something truly special. Rodney's story is just beginning. He's got that spark, that drive that you can't teach. He's got the Vegas energy flowing through his veins, and with every live stream he's proving that in the city of dreams anything is possible. The air crackles with anticipation. It's almost showtime. But before the camera rolls and the chat explodes, there's a ritual. A calm before the storm. Rodney's apartment, usually buzzing with activity, takes on a focused energy. Music, low and steady, sets the vibe. Rodney, methodical and precise, checks his equipment. Camera angles, perfect. Lighting on point. Microphone, testing. He's all about that high-quality, engaging experience for his viewers. But it's more than just tech. Rodney preps his mind. He reviews his notes, the topics bubbling in his mind. He visualizes the connection, the energy he wants to share with his fans. This isn't just a stream, it's a conversation. He runs through his intro, the words flowing effortlessly. This is his element. The energy builds palpable now. Rodney takes a deep breath, a final moment of calm. He's ready. Across the city, lights flicker on. Phones buzz with notifications. Rodney's about to go live. The chat room, usually a steady stream of banter, explodes into a frenzy. Fans from all walks of life brought together by their shared love for Rodney's infectious energy. They greet each other, old friends and new, united by the anticipation of the upcoming stream. Emotes fly across the screen, a digital wave of excitement. Inside jokes and shared memories fill the chat. This is more than just a fandom. It's a community. They've seen Rodney's journey, supported him every step of the way, and tonight they're ready for another dose of his unique brand of entertainment. The countdown begins, a collective holding of breath. 5, 4, 3, the energy is electric, a tangible wave of anticipation. 2, 1. Section 4, showtime! The screen flickers, bursts into life. Rodney's face fills the frame, his grin infectious. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rodney Lyons, coming at you live from the heart of Vegas. The chat erupts. Greetings, jokes and words of encouragement flood the screen, a digital roar of appreciation. Rodney soaks it in, his smile widening. This is what it's all about. The connection, the energy, the shared experience. He launches into the stream, his energy contagious. He talks about his day, his thoughts, his observations on life in the fast lane. He answers questions, cracks jokes, and engages with his viewers, making each and everyone feel seen, heard, valued. He's a natural storyteller, weaving tales that leave his audience captivated. He's real, he's raw, he's authentically Rodney, and that's what keeps his fans coming back for more. Section 5, a two-way street of energy. Rodney feeds off the energy of his viewers, their enthusiasm fueling his own. He's grateful for their support, their presence in his life. He makes it clear that this isn't a one-way street. This is a community, a shared experience. He encourages their comments, their questions, their participation. He wants to hear from them to know what resonates, to build that connection even stronger. He shouts out viewers, celebrating milestones and achievements. He offers advice, encouragement, and a listening ear. He's more than just an entertainer. He's a friend, a confidant, a source of positivity and inspiration. The stream flows seamlessly, a blend of humor, heart, and genuine connection. Time flies by, the minutes melting away in the shared energy of the stream. As the stream draws to a close, there's a bittersweet feeling in the air, but Rodney leaves his viewers with words of encouragement, reminding them of their own potential, their own capacity for greatness. He signs off, the screen fading to black. But the energy lingers, a vibrant reminder of the powerful connection forged in the digital space.
If you're a die-hard gamer, then you need to check this out.
Whether you're a casual player or a hardcore enthusiast, there's something here for everyone. Imagine being part of a community that not only shares your passion for gaming, but also offers you the coolest merch to flaunt your love for it. Cave Gaming Network, or CGN, has a new merch line, Lion's Den merch, which is taking the gaming world by storm. From stylish t-shirts to cozy hoodies, every piece is designed with gamers in mind. The quality is top-notch, and the designs are something you'd be proud to wear both in and out of your gaming sessions. Picture this, a bunch of friends chilling in their virtual cave, hyped up for the next live stream. The atmosphere is electric, the excitement is palpable, and everyone is decked out in their favorite LDM merch. It's not just about watching a stream, it's about being part of a community, a family that shares your passion. One of them, let's call him Reggie, can't stop raving about the Lion's Den merch drop. He's been a fan since day one, and every new drop feels like Christmas morning to him. The designs are fresh, the quality is unmatched, and the comfort? Oh, it's like wearing a cloud.
It's so soft and comfy, you guys. Seriously, you have to feel it to believe it. It's perfect for those long gaming sessions or just lounging around the house. And the best part, it looks just as good as it feels. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Every piece of merch feels like a collector's item. Something you want to show off to your friends and fellow gamers. It's not just clothing, it's a statement, a badge of honor that says, I'm part of the Cave Gaming Network.
And it's super affordable too, mate. You don't have to break the bank to look good and feel great. The prices are just right, making it accessible for everyone, whether you're a student on a budget or a working professional. Perfect for us budget-conscious gamers. We all know how expensive gaming can be, with new releases, DLCs, and in-game purchases. But with CGN merch, you can look stylish without having to sacrifice your next game purchase.
Now, let me tell you, Cave Gaming Network isn't just about merch. It's about creating an experience, a lifestyle that goes beyond the screen. It's about connecting with like-minded individuals, sharing your victories and defeats, and growing together as a community. They've got top-notch entertainment across all their channels. Whether you're into live streams, let's plays, or gaming news, CGN has something for everyone. The content is diverse, engaging, and always up to date with the latest in the gaming world. But here's the kicker. We need your help to grow. The community is only as strong as its members, and we need you to help us reach new heights. Your support means the world to us, and together, we can make CGN the best gaming network out there.
Yeah, shout out Bapper for the Crannis. Yeah, The sun dipped low behind the hills. Heat's going quiet, but the thrill still spills. We all tuned in, hearts ablaze for the man who sets the chat ablaze. His words cut sharp like neon light. You think you'll troll, prepare to fight. Rodney's going live tonight. The myth, the man, the legend sight. Electrifying screen ignites. Rodney's going live tonight. Oh! Fingers fly like thunder cracks. His banter's final, turning back. He owns the stream, he owns the game. Say his name, yeah, yeah. Say hi, hi, yeah. Don't be shy, shy, yeah. Rodney's live tonight.
RFL came in like a hot Miami storm in the mist, creeping on the field.
Las Vegas Raiders lurking.
Black suits, smooth game, historic names on the wall. But in the RFL, it's about the rookie of the day, be the legends of tomorrow.
Real football league.
The fans shout out loud. One dot, one hit, one sack, one pick. Second string on the bench, got the post, get the win. When the pressure turns up, the X Factors come out, both ready to attack. Cave Game Network, watch the whole place crack. Real football league,
The RFL.
real football league.
The RFL.
Raiders, Bengals, Eagles, Packers, and Colts. Who wants it tonight? Star players rise, superstars are here to shine.
X Factor players rise.
When the game get locked, who steps up tonight? storm in the midst, dying in the lane. Las Vegas Reapers lurking, sharp suits, cold game. Historic names on the wall, but in the RFL it's about who's then now. Role players in the gray smoke, can they answer loud? One pass, one stop, one rebound, one spark. Bench mob, got the pulse when the pressure turns dark. Top dogs in the dead eye both ready to attack. Cave game and network, watch the whole place crack. RFL is live tonight. RFL is live tonight.
Boom, storm, reapers, bombers.
Who wants it tonight? Role players rise, stars hit to shine.
Role players rise.
When the stars get light, who lights up tonight?
Quarterbacks got glide, linebackers got bite. Every defensive back got a reason. Every defensive lineman thinks that it is quarterback season.
Yeah, Eagles with the flow, Colts with the catch. Raiders on the chase, but Packers steal it back. Historic heroes pass down, now the young ones call. Can the quiet names make the loudest call?
If the stadium shakes,
Who stays calm?
if the play breaks down,
Who brings the star?
not just legends,
Not just hype.
it's the X factors that changes the game.
Real football league.
The RFL,
Real football league.
the RFL.
Raiders, Bengals, Eagles, Packers, and Colts. Who wants it tonight? Star players rise. Superstars are here to shine. Here to shine. Here to shine. Superstars are here to shine.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There we go. There's
Multiple
a sack.
players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. To throw, here's Nix. He's got it to Matthews, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Nix. Being chased out left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Ward to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
A short one here, caught by McBride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 5. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Throwing Nix. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Up the middle they go. It's Lamb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Nix to the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And his kick is indeed good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 14. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, 67 yards. And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense taking over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw is Nix. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On the return is Ward. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
I'm going to start Houston, run that back.
This offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. 2nd and 9. The Spears with another carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Ward. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Nix. He finds Matthews. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Ouch.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Stays on his feet, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Nix from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And this is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he stopped immediately there. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
On 1st down, it's Lamb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Operating from the gun. Nix. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Nix. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Goes right back to McBride.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On play action, here's Nix. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Nix looking to throw again.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
2nd down and 4. Now it's Nix. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Here's Nix once more. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. C.J. Stroud, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He'll get that complete to Harrison. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
And Matthews makes the ground. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. This is 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Lamb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing Nix.
Flush to his right. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
To throw, here's Nix. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
To throw is Nix.
Flushed out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lamb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Nix to the air.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And this one is right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Hand off to Spears.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ed Oliver in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And the Texans will take over.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. 2nd and 15.
Oh, good dot.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
Ooh, good God.
Got a man. That's Liggett. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Better hurry up. They need 2 scores. Oh, there it is.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey McBride from 19 yards away. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Hadn't been for that pick, they would be winning.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 2.
But really, if their kicker can kick further than 45 yards,
was capped off by a touchdown reception.
They might have a chance.
From Trey McBride.
Better get a better kicker.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Listen to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Multiple players getting home
He
there
hyped
for
that they
an
was in the
8-yard
backfield.
loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. Nix from the shotgun.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
A time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Spears trying to get to the goal line.
Oh, why'd you slow down?
Just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
76 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Nix.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he runs it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Now it's Nix. And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Able to get away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Ooh.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw.
Nope, they don't get it.
He's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away, and this remains a two-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Next, we got the Raiders versus the Broncos.
The start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Indianapolis, a win's a win as they eke out the two-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
RFL came in like a hot Miami storm in the mist, creeping on the field.
Las Vegas Raiders lurking.
Black suits, smooth game, historic names on the wall. But in the RFL, it's about the rookie of the day, be the legends of tomorrow.
Real football league.
The fans shout out loud. One dot, one hit, one sack, one pick. Second string on the bench, got the post, get the win. When the pressure turns up, the X Factors come out, both ready to attack. Cave Game Network, watch the whole place crack. Real football league,
The RFL,
real football league.
the RFL.
Raiders, Bengals, Eagles, Packers, and Colts. Who wants it tonight? Star players rise. Superstars are here to shine.
X Factor players rise.
When the game get locked, who steps up tonight? RFL came in like a coupe. Virginia storm in the midst, dying in the lane. Las Vegas Reapers lurking, sharp suits, cold game. Historic names on the wall, but in the RFL it's about who's then now. Role players in the gray smoke, can they answer loud? One pass, one stop, one rebound, one spark. Bench mob, got the pulse when the pressure turns dark. Top dogs in the dead are both ready to attack. Cave Game and Network, watch the whole place crack. RFL is live tonight. RFL is live tonight.
Boom, storm, reapers, bombers.
Who wants it tonight? Role players rise, stars hit to shine.
Role players rise.
When the stars get locked, who lights up tonight?
Quarterbacks got glide, linebackers got bite. Every defensive back got a reason. Every defensive lineman thinks that it is quarterback season.
Yeah, Eagles with the flow, Colts with the catch. Raiders on the chase, but Packers steal it back. Historic heroes pass down, now the young ones call. Can the quiet names make the loudest call?
If the stadium shakes,
Who stays calm?
if the play breaks down,
Who brings the star?
not just legends,
Not just hype.
it's the X Factors that changes the game.
Real football league.
The RFL,
Real football league.
the RFL.
Raiders, Bengals, Eagles, Packers, and Colts. Who wants it tonight? Star players rise. Superstars are here to shine. Here to shine. Here to shine. Superstars are here to shine.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Thursday night.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. For the first time this season, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward up in this broadcast booth, and the long wait is over, partner. A new season officially begins tonight.
Yeah, and these are the two teams who have the honor, really the privilege of ringing in the new regular season. And I know, with how long it's been since the Super Bowl ended, any two teams would be great to watch. But as usual, well, Park Avenue and the NFL has scheduled a heck of an opener for us. And it's about time we get Week 1 underway.
Glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And my partner Brock Heward is excited about this one, pumping his fists already. It's one of the rare southpaw quarterbacks who's bringing them out.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Throwing on their first play. Flush down out to his left. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They've got a man in motion. The give here on 2nd. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Running with Walker again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be Raider football. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. That pass caught by Gould. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on.
That's not good.
From the 29. Hits his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Pass play coming here.
Oh, he let him go.
Get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hand off to the back. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. No return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. On the draw, it's Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense all set to go. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
2nd and 3. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Walker now from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. Anthony Gould waiting to receive. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. He fields it cleanly. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds.
Dang, that was a dot.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. From the 39. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
Read and react, read and react, read and
This
react.
is going to be a
Gotta read
game.
where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Got his target. It's Otten. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Setting up a throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. From the 41. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And they bring him down around the 34. That one gains 7. And that's good for Raiders first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Slot man in motion left. Pass play on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8. Back to throw now. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Everly's kick is good. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Completes this one to Otten. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
This is Walker on second. And this one does not go far. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. He manages 13 on this punt return.
Sorry, guys.
Football.
I walked away for a minute.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They're throwing it.
Ooh.
And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Oh, hit him in the back of the head.
It ends up incomplete.
That's crazy.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate.
No way, that was a dot.
Do so on a stud tight end.
That was a freaking dot.
Goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing it again here. Bell on the catch.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh!
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that takes them to third down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down.
Good run, Savage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other.
Hey.
Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. That's taken in by Bell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders looking for a bigger lead before the break. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here.
Oh, that's a
made
dime.
on the right sideline. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for Raiders first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it!
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
So here comes the Bronco offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Here's 2nd and 2. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT,
almost like a playoff
not
game,
PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Logan Cook on the punt. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Escapes a defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That pass is caught by Bell. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Wow.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's 3rd and short. Pass play now. He's on the move. And they did to him as he was trying to make something happen.
That's crazy.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Broncos get set to take over. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And it's going to be 2nd down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. So we've reached the half in this year's NFL kickoff game to the season. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the LA Chargers. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Walker on 1st down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. He'll throw it. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Brings it in at the 12. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be Raider football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Throwing from the gun. Got Evans, it's complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 28. This finds Evans, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Raiders loading up the secondary on 3rd down. Count them, 6 DBs on the field. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 16. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. They'll throw it. Into traffic, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Denver!
Uh-oh. Doing that.
On that throw, he got the guy he
It's
wanted
getting
right
scary
away,
for the
and
Raiders.
got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Oh, it's not that scary.
On now is Cook to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they had that one contained right at the line. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw this one. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra long.
And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck the drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks
it's
for
the
him
block,
now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll throw to begin this drive. This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They go play action here. And there's a man there.
Oh, no.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of the season.
Defensive player of the year last year.
I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll run the counter. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
On his little for the extra point.
Dang.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. From the 34. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work coming into the quarter trailing. First and 10 from the 41. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A great run, Savage.
From the 48. That pass caught by Gould. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Blockers in his way.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. This one from 47 yards away. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Back out runs their offense. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Dropping back to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but
wow.
here's the keys. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background.
My man was double covered.
Your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception.
I didn't see that. I didn't see the other guy.
You gotta go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press
forward. I didn't know he was double covered.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on.
Quarterback hurt.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Connects with Johnson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense ready to get going again now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
That's going to be cut by Evans. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Walker. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 41. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. He's back to throw. Pass complete to Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from
they
pop
going
to
for
the
it.
NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Brown with a return here. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. That's taken in by Bell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. He'll look to throw it. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. Back to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Completed to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's crazy. Look like they're going to lose 17-9 at home.
Throwing now from the gun. Hits his running back. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that's much tougher. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign.
All right. That is
so for Brock Ewart,
it for our rendition of the Real Football League.
Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.
This is your boy Lions signing out. CGN. I will see you guys on Friday for the Cave Wrestling Federation. Appreciate you guys for being here. You guys have a good night.
In reality, it is a man's true destiny, which is always within himself. Explore your future. Explore your future. Explore your future.